Hello guys and welcome. In this video I'm going to install another shower drain that is designed to be used with the shower pen liner, and it's gonna be installed on the concrete floor. In order to cut the pipe flush with the floor, I use the Dewalt oscillating tool, so it allows me to cut it nicely and flush with the floor. At this point you want to check if your actual drain works properly, so you want to connect your garden hose with a special adapter to your shower arm and then run some water just to make sure everything functions the way it's supposed to. In this case, I'm gonna use slightly different approach because the concrete is nice and level and the pipes that comes out of it is nice and level. That means we don't have to dig a little bit deeper to kind of straight out the pipe, so it makes our life so much easier if it's done right. Before I start using a chipping hammer, I use a special 2-inch plug that kind of seals the pipe and prevents from anything falling into it. In order to remove the concrete around the pipe, I use the SDS Max cordless Dewalt drill with a 1-inch bit. And when you're using a chipping hammer, you want to use that 1-inch bit or something pretty narrow because you don't want to work in the big areas and you want to be very precise where you're hitting your concrete. Alright, the best way is to start about 3 inches away from the pipe and you work your bit sideways or aim it away from it. That case, in the concrete breaks off in the bigger chunks, it kind of shoots off away from the pipe. Another very useful tool when you're working around your pipe is to have a little pry bar. That way when you get closer to it, you can just use it to remove some bigger chunks or smaller pebbles. When I'm working with a jackhammer, I use an air purifier and a vacuum to control the dust. In order to install that drain, we have to remove at least 3 inches of concrete surrounding that pipe. So don't rush and use a jackhammer and a pry bar and work around it slowly. Once you remove at least 3 inches of concrete surrounding that pipe, then you can peel the tape if there's one, like in this case, and you can clean the pipe from any residue. So once the pipe is nice and clean, I can measure how much pipe I'm gonna cut off to install the drain. Now I'm going to show you two different types of drain that can be used with the shower pen liners, and they're both made by Oatey, and you can get them either from Home Depot or Lowe's. Alright, the bottom of that gray drain measures 2 inches and 3/4, and the white one is 2.5 inches. The gray one can be used either on a plywood subfloor or a concrete floor, but the white one you want to use on the concrete only because it doesn't have the holes for the screws to mount it to the plywood. So if you're using that gray drain, you're going to cut it 2 inches below. And then when it comes to the white one, it will be 1.75 inches. In order to cut the pipe from the inside, I use a special tool that you can attach it to the drill, and it allows you nicely and slowly cut the pipe. It's a great little tool and it's not very expensive. The only disadvantage, sometimes it gets loose and it can drop it into the pipe, so you have to have that telescopic magnet to retrieve it. Once you cut the pipe, you can dry fit your drain. There's two ways you can install that shower drain. You can either mount it flush with the floor or have it raised, so make your shower pre-slope a little bit thicker. The most important thing when installing your shower drain is you have to have it perfectly level in all directions. If the drain sits out of level and you don't have the silicone between the shower pen liner and the drain, water might simply leak out of it. In order to connect the shower drain with the pipe, first I use the cleaner to remove any residue from that duct tape. Then I use a clear primer and a heavy-duty clear cement. If your pipe is nice and clean, you can also use a purple primer and a clear cement and also glue the pipes. So when you install your drain, you want to use the primer both on the drain and the pipe. Wait till it dries and then use the clear cement on the pipe and the drain as well. Once you set it, you can twist it a little bit and then you can start leveling to make sure it stays in perfect position. Once you position perfectly, you can also do another coat of the glue inside the pipe just to make sure everything's nice and tight. To make sure the drain will stay in the same position, sometimes you might want to use the extra shim and wait till it dries and you can remove it. If you learned something new, like the video and subscribe. And come back in the future because I'll be getting into more details how to build the beautiful bathrooms and showers. If you have any questions or comments, just write them down below and I'll be able to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you and bye-bye.